Hi, I am Prathyusha in College, Department of English. Today I am going to take the very important topic regarding the active voice and passive voice. We should know before that, if we know the tenses, that's very good for learning this active voice and passive voice. Because in everywhere, for the reading and speaking, it's very important. If you are reading newspaper, you can see the passive voice. If you are reading any novels or magazine and whatever, even you could see in wherever regarding the active voice and passive voice, because if you know that, you can easily write whatever, you can easily speak in a very good communicative English. Okay, so now I am directly move on to the topic regarding the active voice and passive voice. These are all the formulas, the basic formulas. We should know these things. So we know that present tense, past tense and future tense. So these are all the small formulas. It's a singular plus is plus past participle, and then plural plus or plus past participle. So why I am writing here? Just if I am writing one example, you could easily identify that. Okay, just I write a letter. Everyone knows this. So it's a subject, it's a verb, and it's an object. Okay, it's a direct object. And if you know this, at least it's an active voice. And this is the thing, it's an active voice. And next, we are going to write about the passive voice. So this object, it comes as a subject. So I am writing here a letter. Then I am going to apply this formula. It's a singular. A letter is written by this. Subject comes as an object by me. It's a simple object. The thing is, if you understand this clearly, then you can easily move ahead with the next further topics. Okay. So here, a letter, it's a singular. So then what about the plural? So here the plural is, there is nothing but, okay. So I write letters. That's all. If you know this, I write letters means there are so many letters. So just if you just take out letters, then we are going to apply the formula. That means, so plural plus or plus past participle, that is letters plus or written by me. Yeah, that's all a simple magic. So next we are going to talk about the next, the thing is past tense. It's the same formula, singular plus was plus past participle, then plural plus verb plus past participle. Same example, just for your understanding purpose. So the dog killed the cat. Okay. So the cat, now we know that it's a subject, it's a verb, it's an object. So directly it comes here, the dog, the cat was killed by the dog. So now we know that very well regarding the active voice and passive voice. Now I am directly go ahead with the very important thing regarding the impersonal passive voice. We should know regarding the impersonal passive voice, there is nothing but it makes curiosity, a suspension, a thriller. That is a very important thing regarding that. Then how do we know, how even if you are reading the newspaper and the headlines and everything, they are giving you a very good explanation about the headlines. They make us giving you more curiosity to know about the information. So for that there is nothing but we are going to take out this one by me. If we are reading letter or written, that's all. It's regarding the impersonal passive voice. It's very easy one. Impersonal passive voice. Okay. Then same example for here also in the past tense. If we take out just by the dog, it's an impersonal passive voice. So we don't know who killed. So when you are reading a newspaper, when you are reading magazine and whatever, even particularly in the newspaper, in the headlines, they are giving very good curiosity, some suspensions, because they are using the impersonal passive voice. So whenever we are reading that, we should know that, then who killed the dog, who wrote the letter, we should know that, then only we are getting some curiosity, and when we are reading the newspaper, what is the content inside, who wrote it, who killed the person, who killed the dog, whatever. Okay. So it's very important, the impersonal passive voice. So next I am going to move ahead with the third one for the future tense. So same formula, singular plus will be plus past participle, and plural plus will be plus past participle. So we should know that. Okay. So for same example, okay, she She will eat fruit or fruits. So the same object will come here, fruits. Fruits will be eat, it's changed as a eaten by her. She changed as, the subject changed as by her. Okay. So we know it's a passive voice. We know it's a passive voice. Same thing we are going to write about the fruits will be eaten. So now we know very clearly it's a impersonal passive voice. So it's if you know at least these things, then you can easily write whatever the letters or magazine, even you can become a writer, whatever. Okay, we should know the basic things of the impersonal passive voice. So then next I am going to go ahead with the next very easiest one, present continuous tense, then past continuous tense. There is no passive voice for future perfect, future continuous tense. As well as in overall 12 tenses, there is no passive voice for the present perfect continuous tense, then past perfect continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense. There is no passive voice. So same, just for example, so present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, we are going to add the formula is being, that's all. And then for here are being. So it's a very easiest one. So here the even the formula also is very easiest. So I am telling you about the magic. Okay, now I am writing the letter. Okay, that's all. So the next, the letter is written by me. That's all. Okay, it's written by me. So here I am writing. I am not telling. I am not saying out anything. Just I am giving you a kind of magic. That's all. If you want to know, very easiest to learning about the present continuous tense. Present continuous. So I am writing, we are writing, and you are writing. He is writing, she is writing, and it is writing. So we know that it's an active voice. We know that it's a tenses also. So here I am writing the letters. I am writing letters. That's all. Then the letters are being. The answer is the letters are being written by me. We are using the formula here. We know the formula, and then we are changing only the words. If we are here, I am writing letters. The letters are being written. So if there is no the object, then we know it's a impersonal passive voice. The same for the past continuous tense also. The dog was killing. The dog was killing the cat. Okay, so we know the formula, singular plus was plus past participle. So we are going to add was being alone for the past continuous tense. For the past continuous tense, then were being. Okay, so the cat was being. That's all. We are going to just adding the being alone for the past continuous tense. There is nothing but. Okay. So the cat was being killed by whom? It's a impersonal passive voice. If you don't know that, if you want to know the persons, then we have to read the whole content. It's a very easiest one for the impersonal passive voice. So there is no passive voice for future continuous tense. So now I am directly going with the present perfect tense. Okay. So present perfect tense. So singular plus, then plural plus, singular plus have and has been, then have been. That's all. Even the formula also is the very easiest one. Okay, same example I am going to tell it here. So I have written. It's an active voice. I have written. I have written the letter. So it's an active voice. Then we know the answer. The subject comes as an object. The letter. The letter. What is the formula here? So has been. If it is singular, the letter has been written. So the same word. Okay. the same past participle will come here. The letter has been written by me. It's a passive voice. Okay, it's a passive voice. Then next, the same formula we are going to apply it. So even if it is had for the past for the past perfect tense, had written. That's all here for the had written. For the future perfect tense will have written. Same thing will have been written. That's all the future continuous tense. So I think so. I'm going to conclude regarding these active voice and passive voice. We should know at least the tenses. Then only we can easily learn about the active voice and passive voice.